Hey guys, welcome back to Genshin Failure. For the first time through Abyss. Sort of. It's the first episode that we're actually going to get into the Abyss, but it's not really the first time I went through the Abyss on this account. As you can see, I've been through floors 1 and 2 before. Now, my intention was to record the first time that I went through Abyss, and I did. 23 minutes worth of audio, because I forgot to turn on the video. So, no video exists, and the attempt to get through has been lost. So, we made it through to Chamber 3, Floor 2 on the first try. And we lost the DPS check, which isn't surprising. We don't have an ideal team, we don't have ideal gear, and we're underleveled. I want to try today with a different strategy. Now, I'm bringing along, let's go to 3 here, and we'll take a look at what team I'm going to do. We're going to take Keqing, we're going to take Kaya, we're going to take the Traveler. I don't want her there. We're going to take Barbara. I always put the healer in spot 3, it's just muscle memory, and the Traveler. Now, my levels, again, are low, right? The enemies here are 45. I can't get to 45 until I'm AR 25, and this account is AR 20. So, we're capped at 40. And we've got a 40, 40, 20, 30 split going into this. Now, I am low on leveling mats, so Barbara and Traveler are kind of stuck where they are. I mean, I could level them a bit more, but you know, in the off chance that we get Zhongling, I don't want to just get her and have her stuck at level 1 either, because she could be a good replacement for Amber in a lot of situations that need a pyro. So I have not really played with the Traveler on any team since the first time I really played Genshin Impact. And other than a few alt accounts where I've played her in the first hour to get set up, I really don't play the Traveler at all. But here we have, you know, Leyline Disorder that increases animo damage and swirl reaction, but also I'm thinking that we might be able to avoid the DPS check on Chamber 2 by trying to use her E to cheese some of the enemies off of the side. And I haven't done it before, but I'm thinking it might work, because we don't really have an ideal composition otherwise. Neither Keqing nor Kaya are putting out enough DPS, even after upgrading some of their gear, to beat the DPS check. So let's start it and see what happens. We're going to pick up the sprint buff here. Now we should be able to get through this chamber without any problem. We're not gonna get any stars. We're probably gonna get through here with about 30 to maybe 20 to 30 seconds to spare. And I'm a little bit concerned bringing Traveler here, simply because of the fact that I don't have Amber anymore to break the shield on the cryo slime towards the end. But that's kind of the idea right there, is hopefully in Chamber 2 I can throw enough people off the side that we can just sort of cheese this whole thing. And again, I have not played the Traveler for a long time, so I am not by any means spun up with her particular kit here. We're just gonna wing it and see what happens, really. So far, it's not terrible. Bye-bye. I wish I had better knockback with Kaching for the downtime on Traveler's E. That would be great, wouldn't it? Goodbye.
Let the show begin.
Not really in a great position using Barbara as healer right now either. Her healing scales off of her HP. She's at level 20. She has a couple of weak, low HP artifacts on her, but really nothing to write home about. Her healing will hopefully get a little bit better as we get her HP higher later in the series, but for now it's not ideal. So, FYI. Goodbye. That worked out. Alright, here we go. So here's our shield that we could normally break pretty quickly with Amber. We're just going to try to narrow it down here. There we go. Perfect. Try to DPS this dude down before he pulls his stupid shield out again. I'm not really going to do a lot to this Electro Slime, but we'll try to get the Cryo and Pyro Slime there together. Just for some quick deeps in. Swap to Kaya for these two. Much more effective.
Don't push your luck. Freeze. Cool it. What's the hurry?
Okay, so we got a star, guys. That's actually pretty good, because in the first run that I went through here, and then one run where I did this kind of off-camera just to check a composition, not really try to actually get through. I just wanted to see how my DPS was doing. Anyway, we didn't get any stars at all on this chamber, period. So getting 1 star, although it's not great, at least shows that to a degree, using the Traveler as somebody to cheese this a little bit might actually be working. Now, the positioning in this next one with the Treasure Hunters is going to be much tougher, I think, to get more than one person off at the same time. But we're going to try, and we're going to see. I don't really care if I get any stars, I just need to beat the DPS timer. So let's see if I can do it.
Another test subject. That tingle? Fry! I got careless.
I mean, so far it's kind of working, but it's not as good as I would have wanted. Like, yikes. Could have used both of those guys going off right there instead of having to knock them off separately.
What you got? Another test subject.
Yikes. Having to spend so much time on Barbara to heal is really not ideal. You know, like with the Jean, if you had her queue up, we could have just thrown that down, swapped with somebody else, and our healing would have been good to go.
Another test cell. Suffocate! Suffocate!
Okay, so my aim there was totally off,
Suffocate!
but he still left. Good. He still left the playing field.
Have a little taste.
Aim there was super off.
I'll protect us.
That tingle.
Try to get our health up a little bit here. Yeah, she does not have very good knockback against the tougher guys here. Not like the skinny dudes, but the bulkier dudes. Even really against those guys. I mean, Jean's E, so much better, so much more control. You know, pick up somebody, aim them, position them to where you want them to go, and then toss them in that direction. Great, great. That was perfect. That was exactly what I wanted to do there, guys. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. See if I can do this without flying myself off the side. Let's go. Round 2. I mean, so far it seemed to work a little bit, right?
Another test subject.
Wingblade.
How nice would it be to have a Venti or a Sucrose right now, where we could just group everybody together. Group them together and either mass AoE them down, or group them together over by the side, and just try to fling them all off. Wouldn't that be great?
Have a little taste.
One problem with these guys, they're ranged, right? So they're not coming closer really to us. They're just kind of doing their own thing off to the side, and it's not really ideal for what we want on this floor right now. We want to be throwing them off the side. We don't want them towards the center. We don't want them coming towards us. We want to do this. Just kick them right. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, so that is, I guess, part of the problem with trying to cheese this, is making sure your Kaching stops suiciding herself. Alright, this is going to be the last attempt with this strategy, just for this run. We're going to see what happens. Can I do it? Or will it be, truly, a Genshin failure?
Another test subject. I got careful. Fry! That tingle?
Let the show begin.
Fry!
Go, Bubba, go.
Fry! Fry! Have a little taste.
With swords and shadows.
I got careful. Have a little taste.
This is just so much less convenient than trying to use Jean for positioning people. Like, the strategy made a lot more sense in my head, but it isn't going how I had envisioned it going. Exactly. Are you serious? Okay, guys, well, I think I have an idea here. It clearly works, but I'm not... I wonder if maybe Kaya would have a bit of a different knockback with his animations to where it might not kind of suicide him so much. I just want to try that and see what happens.
Another test subject. Have a little taste.
Yeah, no, so his stupid reversal did the opposite of what I wanted, which is just freaking perfect. Like, I feel like this is a strategy that could work, but I feel like I'm implementing it wrong, and I don't know what I should do to improve it, really, because I don't have an ideal team to do what I'm trying to do. You know, like a Sucrose right here would be really freaking ideal. Group everybody together right by the side and just freaking throw them off.
Tingle?
but I can't do that. It's so annoying.
Try. That tingle. I got careless. That tingle.
Alright, yeah, clearly this isn't gonna work, guys. I'm gonna figure out something else. So, this was our first actual recorded attempt at the Abyss, and kind of in keeping with the theme of our channel, it turned out to be a Genshin failure. But you know what? I mean, we have a recommended average level of 44. We're clearly not near that. We're playing with suboptimal teams, we're playing with suboptimal gear. So I think what I'm going to do, I mean, it's clear that Lumine, the Traveler, could use a little bit more HP. I mean, I don't think that she's even got any artifacts. I just kind of leveled her from 1, put a new sword on her, leveled that up a bit, and took off. I have a feeling I'm going to pull this up and see no artifacts. Okay, there's 1 artifact, I lied. So, I mean, we're not coming in here really with an ideal setup anyway. I'm going to do some leveling off camera, just get her up to 40, get her artifacts a bit more up to snuff. You know, farm a little bit more artifacts from the few domains that I can have access to, and farm a couple more leveling mats so that I've got enough to get her the rest of the way to 40. And I think when we come back for the second attempt at this, it's going to be much more successful. But, you know, at the end of the day, really, when you look at it, the whole point of this channel is to try to get through this entirety of the Spiral Abyss, right? So we've got the 8 normal floors, and then when we get to the upper spire here, we've got 9 through 12. And, you know, we've already made it through 2 floors. We're on the 3rd. If we were easily making it through this stuff, guys, there'd really only be a couple of episodes of content here. And also, too, another thing to, you know, consider is that we could over-level, but I don't want to. Like, we could come back after AR25 when we're over-leveled, you know, get up to 50 or something, come back through here, and maybe try to steamroll content, but that kind of, in my opinion, takes away some of the idea of what we're trying to do here with Genshin Failure, right? Like, we're trying to make some challenging attempts to get through this content with subpar teams, just to show that we can do it. To see if I can do it, honestly, because I'm not an expert player, and if I can do it, frankly, you guys can do it too. So it's kind of my mission is, you know, to show that you don't need good teams, you don't need to have roles for those good teams, so steamrolling it, it seems kind of against the spirit of the challenge, if you will. So, alright, I thank you guys for watching. We'll be back. I'm trying to do this every Monday now, so we'll be back next Monday with my next attempt at the Abyss. Anybody in the comments have anything to say, to add, strategies you want to discuss, or maybe throw my way for that attempt, please feel free to let me know. I would definitely appreciate it. Alright guys, well, that has been our first recorded attempt. It was a complete fail. Stay tuned.